Epsilon variant. How's it? Hang loose. Ah. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Yes, I don't know if this is just going to be a straight up edit or if I'm going to be able to get to the editor. Oh, well, but
all right, men, load your weapons. Drop your weapons. Drop your weapons.
what happens is, isn't that for audio? And then it's just tagged on for a joke. But then I need it, maybe if I can get something happening to audio. But now this thing, this program, this capture, it suppresses.
Standing around doing nothing.
It suppresses outside noises. So I'm doing this, and it's suppressing the sound. I don't know. Some of these things you just gotta laugh. There's like so much stuff going wrong, and in the world, so much stuff's going wrong. Max Fix update. Nutshell. I'm almost back to where I began, but I'm missing a USB port, which is critical. I can't record on that. So I'm recording on this. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. I can change between scenes. I can change between camera 1 and camera 2. And that's about all I have down as far as this. And it does capture. But I almost maybe might be able to get. I said that yesterday. So every time I say something, it's like the pride before the fall. It was pride. Oh, Jeremiah dictates another, and now the king burned the scroll with the words that Baruch wrote to Jeremiah's dictation. Oh boy, burning the scroll. I don't know. The stuff, I can't blame everything on Doich, but I'll tell you what though, I was on the phone call with my friend, well, he's a kind of a new old friend, and he's in Texas, and he used to be, I'm gonna try not to, I can't just say everything about him. So, but he used to own his own big company, a lot of money, and it was his company. He made it. His company. And now it's kind of like the way things worked out in the end and all those economic things. I don't know how much money. I mean, he probably doesn't have much money, but he drives around in this car and he lives alone with his dog. And it's kind of like, kind of like a rancher. Talks like that, Red Texas. Anyways, I was talking to him on the phone because I haven't spoken. I'm like, hey man, how's it going? And he's just like, and then we got talking. And then he says, yeah, sometimes, when God's on your side, you can feel it. And when the devil's after you, that devil's... And I'm like, that's exactly. When he used to... And then he's saying, I used to think like the devil was some abstract thing instead of like... Now he's kind of saying, it's more of it's an actual real, like, something that comes after you. And an actual thing, the devil. And I was like, yeah, man. And I was going to say that's what the cat. And then it slipped into politics, and I forgot he's in Texas. So he's in praise of all these Fox News guys and stuff they say, and he's talking about the Democrats being all insane. And then I'm like, well, I start off like, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, don't talk about politics. People are set in their ways, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He has got a view. Your favorite color's yellow. My favorite color's green. It's like that. It don't freaking matter. So where are we today? It is Thursday the 5th. No shot in the dark. No shot in the dark. Let's see. I can do this now. Hey, no shot, no play instead of no pay. No pay, no play. Because Hawaii's very familiar with that. They're like, no shot, no pay. So they're requiring athletes to get the shot. See the lock? You can't come in. Let's see your vaccination card. And that's what it's going to be. I heard there's going to be, today, welcome to Vaccination Passport. Vaccination Passport. I had mine over here I had it around here for, what's an old passport? For visual aid, but I don't got it right now. So, Between Islands, I believe it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut off the wing it. You're not coming to me for accurate news, I hope. But just sort of like a splash of what's going on, and don't take this stuff too seriously. You just can't. It's just, why am I talking over here? Oh yeah. So, hey, what's it doing now? This thing can switch around stuff while you're recording, so it's kind of crazy. It might be recording this whole screen, which is be nuts. I hope it isn't. Anyhow, women wrestling. My mind is broken. If you want to travel inter-island, say I want to go to Kauai, and I have my vaccine, I've been vaccinated, then I get my little card, like vaccinating passport, and go, book 'em, Dano, 5-0, and I can just travel inter-island. And I think it ends there. But basically, it's just reflecting they're going to have vaccination requirement to participate. And I figured that was going to be the case of how they're going to get people to, I'm not going to do it. I'm like, well, if you're not vaccinated, then you can't come to the party. So they're incentivizing it in a weird way. So back in the day in 1958, Yellow Cabs accepts delivery of 10 new 1958 Chevrolets for his company. Vice President of Honolulu Motors. Okay, so, look back in the day picture. Oh, you get a bunch of yellow cab taxis. How do I do that? Wait. Am I doing it this way? Oh, the picture's over here. I'm thinking the picture's over there. Yellow cab taxi. Wow. Thanks. I needed to see that picture from 1958. It was before this place wasn't even the state of Hawaii. Back to the big screen. Oh boy. Because they're allowing people to go, indoors sort of thing. And, see a movie. That's probably the safest thing you can do, see a movie. Because you kind of sit in the car, you kind of wearing a mask, you kind of see the movie. I don't know. You can go in pod clusters. I don't know what the And they're going to evict people, except for places in the nation where it's highly contagious and it's going out. So watch out for the Epsilon. Sorry. That's the sequel. That's right. We're not at Epsilon yet. But they're talking about that. They're talking, okay, there's apparently different variations of Delta. I don't believe that. I think there's just like the Delta variant. It's doing its ravaging things. So they're talking about nursing care homes and stuff. Nursing care homes. They're like, oh boy, this is happening. This is like deja vu of when COVID-19 initially rolled out its plague. Details slain on world passes 200 million infections. So if you don't think this is a plague, this is a plague. That's like worldwide. And people can die. And skateboarding is an Olympic sport. So we're all old dogs trying to learn new tricks. And women are allowed wrestling. I saw the women wrestlers. See, I was in wrestling in high school, and I wasn't that good. I was average, but I didn't, whatever. We're, our JV squad was more like having fun. We're like MASH. Hey, Hawkeye, who appears to be... we were just having fun with it, and the seniors were the serious wrestlers that won. And then they all graduated, so we had no varsity squad except the JV goof-offs. All of a sudden, we're varsity. We're like, oh crap, we gotta start winning? What are you talking? Man, wrestling is tough. But never in my mind would I think, women wrestling? Wow, God. But, hey, they got women in Boy Scouts. It's like, don't they have Girl Scouts? What the heck's wrong? I mean, sorry. I mean, I'm just not that woke, I guess. I mean, it just sort of diminishes the whole thing of Boy Scouts when there's like girls allowed. It's like, hey, it's like the boy, tree, tree house. Only boys out there. No girls. And that, that phase of life. Then there's people who actually get girlfriends and people who don't. For Marguerite. Jeez, passed into the great beyond. Love you, Marguerite, in the great beyond. Okay, so here we are with our political cartoon, bipartisan infrastructure plan. So yes, our bipartisan. Oh God, I talked to my friend in Texas, and I was just like, "But you don't know what I don't know." But really, it's. And then, I tuckered out the guy. Oh, I said Tucker. He's like, I can't talk anymore. I can't talk anymore. Don't talk to your friends about politics. Just listen to them and go, I value your point of view. Former Waikiki Walk complex to be redeveloped. The Waikiki Walk, I don't even know. This wasn't even in existence when I was a human being younger. It's like I don't even feel like a part of the human race. Get old and you're done. I don't feel part of the human race. Just like some leftover old people, and you discover one of your own kind once in a while. Everything else is gee. Oh yeah, you really forgot how to freaking. Oh, this doesn't have the thing. No mock. Oh shoots now. Oh man, I didn't do the ticker. Okay. Gotta go fast. Should the eviction moratorium be extended beyond this week due to resurgence of COVID-19? 67% no, because they're landlords and it's Hawaii. Testosterone rules face renewed. What? Complex testosterone. Oh, Olympians and testosterone and a new ruling. Sudoku. And then you have awful to awesome. Awful to awesome. On basketball. I had friends in a basketball team in college, so all my friends were, well, a lot of, I knew half I knew the basketball team and a number of the people on the football team. I just people you partied with back in the day when we used to party. Frank Zappa and the Mothers. Burn the place to the ground. Smoke on the wall. Fire in the sky. That's right, man. If I had the rights to that, you wouldn't be hearing it a cappella. But basketball, yeah. My friends are playing on the team. You sit there and you're watching basketball in person. It's like, yeah. If it was a bunch of strangers watching basketball in person, it'd be, Watching that TV change the channel, I'm not into it. I don't know, and it's such a rage, right? Oh, look! The guy wearing the shoes. Oh, I like wearing the shoes. I pay $500,000 for the shoe. $500,000. Pay $500 for the shoe that the guy wore. Like, oh man. But they're making bank. Making bank. Fame and fortune. I mean, what's that guy with the tattoos and the dyed hair? Jeez. I can't even think of the name. And he was like one of the. And he's like talking to Il Jong Kim in North Korea. I like you, your fan. Oh shit. Okay. Letters to the editor. Let's get it on. Get it on. Okay. This is weird because this shows. This is too close. I can't get it farther away. Sorry. Just get out of my face. Okay, I'll do it like this. Give me. Oh, where's my light? Everything's Everything's wrong. It's going wrong, but it makes it so funny. Vaccines work better than natural immunity. That's who said that. He said, I already caught it, so I'm immune. I'm just like, I took microbiology. You're a fool. Vaccines work better than natural immunity in the recent letter from Matt Nopomnen. Noted two kinds of immunity to COVID-19. Natural immunity after recovery from the disease and vaccine-acquired immunity. Parenthetical, cite article August 1st in parenthetical. He said it's betting both provide equal resistance to the disease, and so both should count. Wait. He said in the article, he's betting both provide equal resistance to the disease, and so both should count towards herd immunity, which is another factor. Herd immunity is sort of like justice for all. It's not a concrete thing. It's sort of more concept. Brother. The problem is, tell me, please, that natural immunity only fights off particular variant that caused the illness, but not newly evolved variants like Delta or Epsilon or Eta Theta Pi. In contrast, vaccine-acquired immunity fights off the original COVID-19, Delta variant, other known variants, and, parenthetical, so far as we can predict, and parenthetical, new variants as they emerge. Epsilon. I'm going to harp on that because it's going to happen. They're not going to get Delta in time. Epsilon found. And then we'll name it after the place it's found first. The vaccine makers have been perfecting this class of vaccines for some years now after fighting against SARS and MERS and similar diseases. Of course, it's COVID-19, which is why the current vaccine is so effective. Efficacy. Now that you learn a new word, you gotta be able to say the new word. Efficacy. Effective. And why the vaccine was developed in apparently record time, carrying a essence, while in new range. Okay, wow. I don't know what to say about that, but you're right. I agree with you, so therefore you are totally correct, and your opinion letter to the editor should be a public service announcement. Hey, what I say has like the influence of nothing. It's like so funny. Ooh, be careful what you say. Really? Yeah, doesn't matter if I was pitch perfect with like right the spot on message and the truth should know. It's like I'm just like a pip. So like and subscribe, because one day it will be monetized, and then I'll make 10 cents a day. I made nothing. I made absolute zero. This focus. Police union protests send mixed message. Oh, police. I agree with Roman Leveren's article, July 29th. Allow HPD court case to play itself out. Shopo police union is giving mixed message with its protests. Quote in parentheses, hundreds of rally for police on June 26th. No, this is about that guy that got shot because he was on a police chase and they shot him. Well, they 100-mile-an-hour chase, and then he was going through these places. Not 100 miles. That was just Rodney King. If you're in a police chase going 100 miles an hour, police chasing somebody, and you're the cop, you're going to be adrenaline out of the roof, and you're going to be. It's like fatal. That's like so dangerous to anybody, everybody around. So it's like that's like someone walking around in a crowd, shooting an AK-47 in the air, and you're just waiting for them to level it down at people level. That's how dangerous that is. So they're like, oh, high-speed chase. What are you freaking, you nuts? Not you. We value your opinion. No, I like what people say. It's fun. It's cool. It's interesting. It's intriguing. I have no opinion. Oh, it starts off like that. I have no opinion of guilt versus innocence until I can fully examine the evidence. Oh, I'm sure you don't. I do think life in prison with the possibility of parole is over the top. That's just a sentence of what they're being charged with. I have to believe no officer but the most damaged, morally bankrupt individual goes to work with the intent to murder. Oh, oh, if only you knew. Oh, da 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 da. If only you knew. There's like really bad police officers in places. I mean, really bad. I know one. One is a friend of mine in Texas, some moderately sized city, not the big one. He's like, can't wait to shoot somebody. I got 3 notches. I was like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? We equip Honolulu police officers with tools that kill. They have it. I don't use ice. Ding, 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 ding. Invade homes, steal cars, or run from the police because I fear the consequences. I don't do that stuff because I fear the consequences. Oh, this is going nowhere. Okay, Yuri. I don't do that stuff because I don't want to smoke crystal methamphetamine. I don't want to be addicted to a drug on one puff. That's like crazy, going to destroy my life and my sanity. And I don't run from the police because I don't like to steal cars and be on the other side of the law going, screw you cops. I don't do it because I don't want to do that. Not because I fear the consequences. I don't want to. We blah blah blah. I fear the consequences, he says. If you mess with the bull, you may get the horns. The bull can make a bad call, and you can still get the horns. Don't mess with the bulls. Yuri D. Popov. Mililani. Popov. Yuri Popov. In Mililani. Nothing to do with Moscow? Oh my God. Just kidding. Yuri, I don't know. It sounds like a frat guy wrote that. Just teacher comment. That's all. That's my excuse. Anyways. I just whacked myself with this. Now, okay. So, anyways, I gotta figure. Maybe I can edit some. I'm gonna try on the. This isn't long. So, okay, it's time to say, have a good day, hang loose, what can go wrong, aloha, you know, that kind of stuff, and, you know, hey, let's go with the flow, even though stuff happens, you know, yeah. All right, go, aloha, you can go now, you can go, aloha. I said, go. Oh, you too.